Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you guys know, a couple weeks ago I did a video on my top 10 Disney Channel shows. And now today I'm going to do a video on my top 5 Nick Jr. shows. And also, since these are shows that I grew up with, then shows like Paw Patrol won't be on this list. And well, that's that. So let's get started at number 5.
Get the beat, the fresh beat band.
So at number 5, we have the Fresh Beat Band, and this is a show that I really enjoyed growing up. I mean, I obviously did. Why would they be on this list if I did not enjoy it? As a matter of fact, when I was 9 years old, my parents took me to a Fresh Beat Band concert. So 2015 was a good year. Oh, and also, there's this one thing that's pretty weird because it doesn't feel like a Nick Jr. show. If some random person were to show me a clip of the show, then I'd probably think it's a Disney Channel show. And that's weird. But the main reason I would probably think that is because there's not many live action shows on Nick Jr. that I can think of. So, yeah, that's why I think that's a Disney Channel show.
Wonder Pets, we're on our way to help a pack of rats and save the day. We're not too big and we're not too tough, but when we work together, we've got the right stuff. Go Wonder Pets, yeah!
Okay, so at number 4, we have the Wonder Pets, and even if you're the same age as me, you probably might not remember what the show is, so I'm going to explain it. So yeah, so the Wonder Pets is a show about these school pet animals, and they save other animals. That's all you really need to know about the show. And yeah, it was a very fun show, and it was a good show from my childhood. And then, like I said, it's pretty forgettable, but I remembered it, so that's all that matters. So yeah, if you haven't watched it, then go watch it. But if you're too old, then just show it to your younger siblings. Now let's move on to number 3.
Bubble Guppies, Bubble Guppies.
So at number 3, we have the Bubble Guppies, and it was a great show from my childhood. And something to like about the show are the characters, and I love the songs, and there would be a song every single episode. Nothing wrong with that, but I just thought that would be funny to mention that. And also, I remember always watching the show and singing along to the songs. That's how big of a fan I was of the show. And also, I remember always wanting to go to the Bubble Guppy school, whatever the school name was. I'm pretty sure they mentioned the school name one time, but I just don't remember. Or they probably never mentioned it. And what else? So yeah, I just love everything about the show. So let's move on to number 2. So at number 2, we have Blue's Clues, and as a matter of fact, they made a reboot of the show, but I didn't watch the show because I'm a grown person. The reason why I love the show is because it's a mystery show. Okay, it's not really a mystery show. It kind of is, but kind of isn't at the same time. But if you watch the show, then you'd understand what I mean. And every time, whenever Joe or Steve, yes, there were 2 people. In the first season, it was Joe, I believe. In the second season, it was Steve, and then they just switched off. Or something, I don't remember. Anyway, so anytime each of them would try to figure out what Blue was thinking about, I would try to guess what they were doing. Like, oh, it's a ladybug. Duh. And also, this is probably the show that made me get into the whodunit episodes of shows, like that episode of Victorious where somebody hurt Trina, or that Shake It Up episode where someone was hacking the Shake It Up studio. And plus, the show ended almost a month before I was born, so the show gets extra bonus points. Oh, and also I remember always wanting a dog because Blue's a dog. So I was like, I want a dog. But that's too much of a responsibility, so I don't want a dog anymore. So yeah, let's move on to the honorable mentions, and then we'll follow that up with number 1. Okay, so The Backyardigans is the best show to ever come from Nick Jr. As a matter of fact, probably the best show to ever come from Nickelodeon in general. Just like the Bubble Guppies, I love everything about the show. The characters, the like settings of the show. At first, I didn't really understand how they have the whole world in their backyard, but then they mentioned it in the theme song. I was like, oh, okay. And growing up watching the show, I remember that Pablo was my favorite because he was blue, and since blue is my favorite color, he had to be my favorite. So there's that. Anyways, guys, I want to know what your favorite Nick Jr. show was growing up. As a matter of fact, if you're younger, what's your favorite Nick Jr. show right now? But I doubt that the comments will be available because YouTube does some things. No offense, YouTube. No offense, YouTube. But if the comments are available, then comment down below. Anyways, guys, that's the end of my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.